Well, hello everyone. It's like here to to show you right here is basically the basic steps, of course, about nice for which cause like for shaving it is for how to use operate with a razor blade it is, and which you say it could be about almost with any kind, but basically they're talking about with say with the razor blade is how to if you were to be using like a type of shaving cream. It's like knowing about with me, since after taking a shower, is knowing which I experience. Is like if you were to take a shampoo, it could be maybe Pert or maybe tea tree, any type of shampoo it is, and then if you were to say rub it on say on your face and of course wash it off to make it. It's like talking about right here. If I were to wet a washcloth right here, it's basically that. Wet the washcloth it is, and then from there, and then it is to go ahead and rub just a little bit of shampoo, of course, right here. Right here is the shampoo. Just rub just a little bit of that, of course, on the face it is, and just to make it a little smoother, because I know a lot of times that anybody will probably think about with if you were to be using the razor blade on your face it is. That it feels kind of like it feels like what you call like razor sharp. A lot of times I notice if I were to be using like what you call it's like for a shampoo, if I were to go ahead and use just a little bit of shampoo on your facial hair before you shave it is, and knowing about that with anybody will probably think about with razor blades it is. Right here's the towel right here, but anyway to dry my hands off and just a little bit, but just spray the. Just get just a little bit of shaving cream right here. You say on my fingers it is. Just a little bit of shaving cream right there. And then just rub it, of course, on my face it is. If anybody who has taken any type of shaving lessons, if you've shaved before, which I'm sure a lot of young men, it's like young boys it is wondering about men, whenever they grow up it is, it's like knowing about maybe why they shave. It's like, well, why did they shave? It's like, why is it so important it is? And basically, I guess, for fathers to explain to their sons it is, or if it's, to the cousins or whoever, about why you shave. And if you were to take a spread of shaving cream on your face it is, and of course I'll go ahead and add right here. It's like right here is the sink right here, but anyway, they go ahead and aim the camera right here. It's like right here is the sink right here. Going to work right there is the water, and of course is to right there is the drain. Is to let the water fill up to about say about at least half a gallon to a gallon inside the sink it is, just to perform your shave. It's a nice clean shave, and from there it gives that way won't waste too much water it is, and from there and then to perform your shave. And with anybody will probably think about if you were to cut yourself and there's like say a type of lotion, any type of lotion that more likely you could probably use if you were to perform a shave it is. But if you were to say rinse off the razor blade, you take the razor blade right here and then lightly do say one stroke to remove any unwanted hair, of course, from your face it is. But anybody would probably think about with one shave or with two shaves it is. It's like just lightly, what you call it's like just one stroke right there, and you may have to repeat a couple times. And a couple times I've shaved, of course, is knowing about that. Whenever I shaved it, I may have cut myself just a little bit, and usually I rinse it off with soap whenever I would shave. And with anybody, with any man or woman, it's like talking about wherever that they want to shave is talking about if you use the blade right here and slightly just one stroke right here to remove the hair. And I remember this whenever I was a kid, it was that I had a plastic razor blade and I would go into the bathroom and use real shaving cream. And my first experience using a razor blade, a real one, that no one about with me is just a little bit too rough with the razor, which cut my lip a little bit. But on your hand too, that no one about it's like I got treatment for it, but as anybody would probably think about that, yeah, with the razor, with the shave it is. That I've had experience, of course, whenever I would shave, that a lot of times that I was like, yeah, take the razor blade and just one little stroke right here, and it was like, ouch, ouch. But anyway, that you have right here is the washcloth, and yeah, since I got the sink partially full with water here, is to go ahead and rinse my face off right here. Just a little bit of hair that was removed right there, but anybody will probably think about that yeah, the hair usually grows back. See, if you were to wash your hair quite often, that after about 4 or 5 days it starts growing back, and then if you were to use something like aftershave lotion, like with me right here, usually use like say a bar of soap, rinse it off, rinse my aftershave sense, and you just rinse a little bit with soap right there, and then use a washcloth. And with anybody, they say that a lot of times if you're going to be shaving, is to use if you after operating with the razor blade, is required to use gentle stuff, of course, on your skin, especially if you got sensitive skin. And then knowing about if you were to use soap, rub it with soap, and of course wash it, you'll prevent, of course, from causing infection. And with anybody, we'll probably think about that if there's any irritation, such as maybe a little bit bleeding, of course, on your face, it could be caused by, if you have, of course, like acne or anything like that have on your face, and they said that there's formulas, of course, you could buy for that. But other than that, let's talk about with the shave. It is talk about with the basic steps of using, it's like with shaving. And I could tell anybody here that shaving, of course, wasn't easy. I just basically known about right here is like the basic steps, of course, about using a razor blade. That they say that always, most of the time, that you don't want to be operating on these, even if you have only about maybe 5 minutes, of course, to get out the door. That they say always use caution whenever you're using these, because on the other hand too, that if we're talking about between that and maybe between this and like a butter knife, they say they could be dangerous if you're not too careful. But other than that, let's talk about the basic steps, of course, about what you call like for the clean shave. It is. Anybody probably think about, yeah, that with the clean shave, knowing about, I've shaved maybe about a few hundred times it is, and knowing if I've experienced, of course, with one side being a little bit longer than the other, but I'm like, yeah, that is a whole part about, of course, about being a man. Being a man is talking about right here, is talking about saving a nice decent shave.